back everyone, it is Lodestart Plays here, and this is part 36 of my Final Fantasy VII Remake playthrough. And yeah, there's been a lot that's happened between the last part and this part. The last part ended off just as we finished chapter 17, and technically we should be already right into chapter 18, which is the last chapter. But the last time I recorded that was on the PS4, and that was quite a few months ago. In this part, I'm actually recording this on a PS5. This is the integrated version. Now, I couldn't record the last chapter on the PS4 because it was blocked. But there in this version, I believe it's actually not. So yeah. As well as, I believe there's a new ending. It's kind of unfortunate I could not get the PS4 ending. I don't know if it's still relevant or canon. I don't know if the new ending is also at the actual end of the main story, or if it's at the end of episode Yuffie. I actually have purchased that, have not played that. That will be blind, and that will be next. But yeah, as you can see, this is this is a complete save data. As you can see, I'm level 50. I'm not like level 30. I think it's 38. I could not bring over my save data. The one that I recorded on anyway, because that was from a disc, and that disc was the American version. And not only that, I couldn't upgrade that to the PS5 version because I needed a New Zealand / Australia version, which I already had because of PS Plus. I got the digital one for free. It's a whole long story. I had to replay the entire game all over again. So yeah. I have completed mostly everything in the base game. As you can see, here's all the stats for the stuff. Oh, there's a new Shinra battle. Oh, that might be because I bought episode Yuffie. I don't know what that is. So yeah, I might save that until I beat episode Yuffie. But what I plan to do in this part is do maybe half of chapter 18, and the next part we'll do the final of the base game. I have not seen the new ending. I don't know if I see that or not. But yeah. So we'll have to do this through chapter select. As you can see, I've done all the chapters on hard mode. This is going to be a breeze. We'll do this on normal. This chapter is actually somewhat difficult on hard mode. But yeah, the cutscenes too, it looks so good in 60 frames. I got this on performance over graphics, because the 60 frames is just so good.
Hell, you might even try smiling. On second thought, maybe frowning suits you better. Hey, don't pout.
Look.
Yeah, chapter 18, Destiny's Crossroads. So as I said before, this is not blind for me, the last chapter, unfortunately. As well as a couple months ago, I started up the original Final Fantasy VII. I have not completed it. I've gone a little bit further than what the remake does go into. I won't say too much because I won't spoil it if no one hasn't played it, but maybe only about an hour or two further. Damn, this game looks so much better on the PS5. Like, I know that's obviously obvious, but it does, and it runs so much smoother. I don't think I'll be able to play episode Yuffie for a while though, because I've got so many videos to edit.
What is all this?
Maybe I can start uploading it daily now instead of every second day. quite interesting too. Someone pointed out that Rufus Shinra can actually see the these mysterious, I forgot what they're called, the cloaky looking things. I also heard a theory the other day. I don't know if it's a theory or if it's actually confirmed, but this is a remake obviously, but also a sequel to Advent Children in some very odd specific way.
I see.
I'll explain it a little bit maybe later, but the Sephiroth, it seems like Sephiroth's gone back in time to try and win this way.
Bring them in.
Again, I really don't know. I won't say what, but there are so many things that happen differently in the original than the remake, especially towards this bit of the game.
Who knows?
Wedge, you don't think he got caught up in it, do you?
If he did, I hope he's okay.
I do too. If you guys remember the last part, Wedge might have died. I highly doubt it. I think they would have showed it.
This we don't need.
Time to go.
Oh man, these cutscenes are so good in 60. Cloud's bike is so cool looking. And they really did improve the lighting on the integrated version. Alright.
They're gaining on us. Come on, step on it.
I'm trying, but it won't go any faster.
How the hell do we get saddled with this junk? Give it up. There's nowhere to run.
Okay. They're all getting past me, unfortunately.
Still it.
Ow. There we go. So yeah, I've tried to like put some equipment on that I might have been using at this time, as well as the weapons. I know I was using this one for Cloud, but as for the other three, I have no recollection.
Pull over right now! We will use lethal force to make you comply! Give it up, asshole!
Ow. Can we target? There we go. Ow. Get out of here.
Circle around to the other side.
There we go.
Stay out of the line of fire.
Oh, thank you for that information, Reed.
Let's pick up the pace.
Circle around to the other side.
Okay, I'm trying to get up to these guys. There you go. Nice, I almost got rid of this truck.
Stay out of the line of fire.
Even though this is on normal mode, we're actually taking a lot of damage.
Circle around to the other side.
What's it going to be enough? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I was just about to get that guy. I just realised Barrett's got his Gatling gun in this, but it's not the weapon I picked out for him.
I'll bring it down real quick. Give him what's coming to him.
Oh dang. Oh no. Low HP. Woo! Thank you, Red. I needed that.
Try catching us now, you bastards.
I hate to spoil the celebration. There's more.
Where? There.
Move aside.
Here we go.
I've got you, brother.
Oh, I missed that.
Bring it home.
Yeah, the adaptive triggers too. I just realised, like when you stall, it's harder to push the trigger down. That's really cool.
Keep it up.
Yeah, there we go. Get out of here. I hate these ones.
Get ready.
Oh dang. Hopefully we can do that. Ah, dang it. This is much longer than the original of this bit.
Don't give up now, you guys.
Okay, we getting there. So we're going about halfway.
Keep your guard up.
Dang, he was nowhere near hitting me.
Show me what you can do.
Oh man, there we go.
Now seize the opening and attack.
Oh, we're almost there. Yeah, he's looking pretty weak.
We're kinda in a hurry.
Oh no, we're almost there. I'll lose that. Alright, there we go.
Cloud, you alright?
Thank you, Red. I hope Red is playable in the next game. I really do.
Get down!
I get why they didn't make him playable for part 1, because he's like literally, you introduced him in like the second to last chapter, or like the end of the third to last chapter. There wasn't really much point.
Shit, we got incoming. I'll take the chopper. The bikes are all yours, Cloud.
Oh dang.
Targeting vehicle's wheel.
No, don't tug at my wheels. Oh man, I tried to get out of that one.
Target acquired.
Okay, I don't know if that worked very well, that one.
Firing warning shot.
Oh dang.
Target acquired.
Okay, there we go, there's that one.
Targeting vehicle's wheel.
to engage target.
Alright, you know what?
Targeting vehicle wheel.
Did we get him? I think we did. Okay.
That's it. I'm taking you down. We done here?
Yank. There we go. Damn, this game is so good. The PS5 version, it just looks so much cleaner. I haven't played the PS5 version yet.
So now they're on our side.
So it's technically, I wouldn't say I know like what's going to happen in terms of story,
To preserve the flow
but
of
like
destiny.
actually seeing how good the PS5 version is, that's completely blind.
Come on, you see the piece of shit we're driving here?
Says the 300-pound sack of it.
Hey,
Oh, I love that bit. Red and Barrett is just such a good duo. I don't know if they're like that in the original.
I'm on you.
I don't remember them being like that. So yeah, gotta break and then switch sides.
Show me what you can do. Let's pick up the pace.
Last wheel. There we go.
Watch out!
Alright, there we go. So he does like this massive move, I think, around about here. That is a lot of damage if you get hit by it.
Man, calm down already. Keep up the pressure, okay?
There we go. Here's that side done. Boom, there we go.
You're kinda in a hurry.
Okay, we've got him, he's just above half.
Ain't done yet.
Alright.
Bring it home.
What is he gonna do here? I actually don't remember.
Keep it up.
Oh yes, I remember this attack.
Damn it.
Oh, I got hit. Oh dang. It's hard to see them because he's just so big.
Shake it off.
Right, there we go. There's that side.
Don't give up now, you guys.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Do it.
Got him past halfway.
Just go away.
Okay. Which side of wheels is going to have the most? That one. Oh, they're both equal.
It's all no time for you.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, that looks very strong. I don't remember that move at all.
Don't give up now, you guys.
Oh dang. I cannot see. Oh dang. I think we'll be alright though.
Fight's not over
No one said it was Barrett.
There's no rest for the wicked.
We're almost there.
Show me what you can do.
There we go. Oh dang, I still got hurt because I drove into it. There we go. We're a bit riskier now that I feel like we'll be alright.
Keep up the pressure, okay? Go for it.
There we go. Oh no, I'm wasting time. There we go, doesn't matter.
Okay, y'all, let's finish him off. Come on.
Go for the head.
With pleasure.
Boom. Alright. Now I'm debating. I know I switched everything, but I think what I might do is I might use our very first weapons. I think that might. I really like doing that with games like this, like the Square Enix games. I like to use a lot, like for an example, for Kingdom Hearts. I like to use the Kingdom Key. I like to just use their very first weapons for the final fight. I don't know why. But here we go. Especially Class Buster Sword, it's just so much more iconic compared to all his other weapons. Oh, I like this theme.
Okay, asshole, let's...
Don't.
I still can't believe, like every time another generation of consoles come out, I keep thinking like graphics might like slow down from this point on, but honestly it gets better and better with each generation.
Everything about you is wrong.
Like, this looks so much better than the PS4 version. And just runs way better. Actually, the PS5 version of this game is better than the PC version.
So too shall her children.
So I think that's more of a porting issue, but
For you. You will.
I don't know if PC has episode Yuffie either. I know Sony are like paying Square Enix so much to keep Final Fantasy on PlayStation.
Destiny comes.
So yeah, pretty much from this point on, a lot of this stuff doesn't happen in the original. Like I was watching someone play this game, and apparently this specific bit, they don't show a lot of this stuff off until like halfway through disc 3 in the original.
This is the welcome we get.
damn, it looks so good.
Boy, oh boy. The price of freedom is steep. Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your honor. As a soldier! Come and get it!
I'm waiting,
Cloud.
This is the point of no return.
Oh, Air's theme is so good.
Destiny's Crossroads.
And why did you stop me?
I'm not really sure.
What will we find on the other side?
Freedom. Boundless, terrifying freedom. Like a great, never-ending sky. What you heard just now were the voices of the planet. Those born into this world, who lived and who died, who returned. They're howling in pain.
Because of him, Sephiroth?
Their words, they don't reach him.
Oof.
All these moments and memories, precious and fleeting, they're like rain rolling off his back. And when they're gone, he won't cry or shout or anything. He'd tell you that he only cares about the planet, that he'd do everything in his power to protect and preserve it. But this isn't the way it's supposed to be. There's no greater threat to the planet than him. Sephiroth has to be stopped. He has to be. And that's why I'm asking you to help me. I know that together we can do this. But if we do, we'll be changing more than fate itself. If we succeed, if we win, we'll be changing ourselves. I guess maybe that's why I hesitated.
So I wonder when they say that if in the remake maybe specific choices will be changed and therefore a lot of characters' fates might be changed as well.
You said it yourself. He has to be stopped.
I don't want to say too much, but because I know that some people haven't played the original, but yeah, They could go in any sort of way where, like, they could change stuff about the story.
Cloud, we should go.
Like, for an example,
Longer. I don't know.
so they'll say 2 things
So if we go
each.
through that thing, there's
But
no coming back.
Wedge was supposed to die when he fell off the tower back in
I don't
chapter
know what
12,
kind of freedom we're
but he
buying,
didn't.
But I know it'll cost us.
So that's different.
To defy destiny. It's an interesting question.
And I know,
Whispers on the other side.
that things that happen later on after we finish this chapter. We'll see some
Whatever
things
happens, we'll be okay.
that did not happen in the original. And I'll talk about that in the credits, and I'll give a warning if
Ready?
no one wants to be spoiled. Alright, let's do this.
Challenge destiny.
This could well be her last line of defense. It won't be easy. Let's go.
This bit always reminded me of Gimli not wanting to go underground, in Lord of the Rings,
Wouldn't be the first time.
in the last Lord of the Rings movie.
Whether you can see the scenes or you can't, doesn't change that she's always trying to have it her way. Daddy's coming home real soon, honey. Don't know about you, but looks normal to me.
Over there.
So basically we've entered like a mirror dimension.
Okay, that ain't right.
For some reason that bit was always kind of confusing to me, the fact that I didn't realise we had entered like another I don't know if it's another dimension or just a mirrored reality or whatever they want to call it. But yeah, pretty much all of this didn't happen in the original. After that bike bit, it would have been the end of the Midgar portion. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie, I do not actually enjoy this fight, this specific one. I don't know what I don't like about it, but there's something about this fight. Just, I don't like it. Alright, here we actually go, some gameplay. It's been cutscenes for quite a while. Bang.
You're alive!
Happy to see me?
Wouldn't go that far.
Oh, I did bit.
That's a whisper too, huh?
Looks a lot more like an arbiter of fate than the others.
We can beat them.
Bring it on!
Okay.
No holding back.
Too easy.
Suck on this!
I see.
Oh dang, I'm getting my butt handed to me right now.
You scared of something? Suck on this!
Oh, there we go, we got a parry off on that.
On now. Deal with that.
We need to pray with Barrett.
Get ready.
Alright, there's that. Okay. I don't know why it's telling me that. I'm pretty sure we already knew that. Yeah, there's nothing you can really do.
Run!
We gotta go!
Just go!
Shit! Look out!
Oh yeah, I managed to get some of the DLC too that I didn't have with the base game, which was Choco Chick, Carbuncle, and Cactar Summon. I didn't have any of those on the PS4 version. I don't have them equipped, so I won't be able to use them. But I did technically have the Cactar one, but because my version was an American code, it didn't connect to my PSN region. Which kind of sucked, but, you know. There we go. There we go. Oof. Again, I think it was a movie I could do nothing to avoid. Alright, let's go this way. We can jump down here. wonder if I could do a braver on this. There we go.
Don't overdo it.
Good pray. Maybe I should have done this on hard mode because it's pretty easy, to be honest. Oh. Boom. I also finished the secret boss, which you unlock after you complete the game, I think on hard mode. It's called the Pride and Joy, or the Pride boss. I don't remember specifically the name of it, but I hate doing that.
Did we do it?
Hang on! Eric!
It's such a difficult... Not the boss itself, the bosses before it. You have to fight 5 rounds. The secret boss is the last one, but the other 4 before it are the Shiva, Fat Chocobo,
What the hell did I
Leviathan,
just see?
and Bahamut. And yeah, specifically the Bahamut one is really difficult. He also, if you get him about halfway, he summons Ifrit. Ifrit's not too bad because you can just use like a Blizzard girl to him and it like kills him within a hit or two. But yeah, you can actually fight Bahamut once you do all the reports and have him as a summon. I have got him equipped.
The big one is way over there. However, these guys are right here. Here we go.
Gotta love it.
Wrong way, Cloud.
Let's do that. Deal with that.
There we go. I think Barrett is stunned. Nice, it was actually pretty good. There we go. I do like it when you keep hitting them, pieces fall off the main one. Do another braver. There we go. Going about halfway. This fight, this specific one, is actually very hard on hard mode, or at least I found it. I found it more harder than the final fight. Final fight actually isn't too bad on hard mode. So yeah, all these things are like little flash forwards to things that will or might happen.
The future is always a blank page.
Exactly. We don't know what they could do with the story going forward with the remake.
Them again.
They could keep it a lot like the original, or they could really change things up.
Take them down at the same time.
In that case, Ultra Big Boy is all mine.
Bring it on, bitch.
Yeah, you heard it. I will say these things here look really nice in the PS5 version. Like they're so bright. Ah, dang, none of them hit me.
So it's my turn?
Okay, let's see if we can do... Oh, I did not want to do that, this big one. Okay, so when you get these guys down to a low health, they actually combined into a Whisper Bahamut, I think this is called. So this is pretty much what Bahamut looks like, except for it doesn't look usually this colourful. It's more of like a specific colour. In fact, I can summon him right now.
Get him.
This is what Bahamut actually looks like. He's more purple. Definitely a more cooler looking, in my opinion. I hate that move.
Let me handle this. I'm coming. This one's for you.
Okay, we need a little bit more and then I'll do a prey, I think. Hopefully this doesn't kill me. Okay, good. But my prey did not work.
Okay, let's go. Bring it back.
Oh, I'm getting pretty low. I just need a little bit more ATB. There we go. There we go. And then we'll switch to Cloud, maybe try and get his attention. There we go.
Sorry about that. Let me handle this. One more try.
Boom.
Bring it. Bingo. Watch yourself.
I'm gonna try and get Bahamut to kill him. I want Bahamut's finisher.
Here goes. Okay, let's go. I'll take care of it.
Oh, I don't know, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Mega flare. Did it kill him? Okay, it didn't. Now that we got rid of that, we can actually fight these guys. Maybe it would have been better to get them down like this and then get Bahamut to take care of him, but it doesn't matter.
One's for you. What the?
See ya.
We can do an Infinity's End. There we go.
I'm gonna show you what avalanche is made of.
So yeah, I will say after this fight, that part will end, and then we'll go straight into the next one. There we go. You see his purple heart. We're almost there. We'll do this one.
Care of you.
Oh, that does so much damage. Cloud.
Get ready. It's over. Enough. That's that.
That's it.
So long. Barry.
There we go. One more. I can't believe they showed parts of that. If you know the original Final Fantasy VII, you'll know what that scene is supposed to be. It's a very important one.
Think so.
I can't believe they hinted at it in Chapter 8 as well, I believe.
Nothing to
Yeah, I still can't believe they did that. Alright, Infinity's End. So just remember guys, the part might end very soon. There we go. Damn, it looks so good, this PS5 version. All those particles were Barrett's charge. Oh yeah, and that, I mean come on, that's even worse than what we saw before.
We did it. Right.
Alright. Let's get Aerith to finish it. Here we go. Is it gonna reach? There we go.